Yes, we are too.
Yes, I can hear you.
This is how I'm doing it. You're gonna do something different, you know.
That'd be a fun exercise. Try to do that.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? All right. So I didn't ask before I started recording, but is there anything specific we want to work on? Careful what you ask for, right?
How about anxiety? How's that?
Anxiety? Okay,
Yeah.
no, actually, I've got a lot for that. Uh-oh, what did Chipper do to you?
Hip openers with restorative.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
And she hasn't learned her lesson.
We all
I
felt
feel-
great afterwards.
Yeah, and then the next day you were crying?
No,
Okay.
felt great.
All right, so we're gonna do some stuff for anxiety. So we have a big holiday coming up, and sometimes that causes stress and anxiety. So one of the things that we can do is get grounded. So we're gonna take a couple moments and do some breathing. So sitting nice and comfortably on the floor, which I know that isn't always comfortable, but you can sit cross-legged or with your legs straight out. If comfortable, you can close your eyes. And we're gonna bring our peace fingers, the index and middle finger, and touch the floor. So feel the spine rooted into the earth. And we're not gonna mess with the breath, we're just gonna notice it to start. So coming in through the nose, and exhale out through the nose if you can. Sometimes when we're stuffy, it's easier to breathe with the mouth. But there's a physiological reason to breathe with the nose. I can explain it later.
Would be a test.
Yeah, no quiz after class today. But nitric oxide might be one of the answers. So feel the length in the spine as you're sitting up nice and tall, but allow for the curves in the spine. Maybe the shoulders relax a little bit as you're breathing. And then we're going to bring our attention to the heart center. So not the actual heart itself, but right behind the sternum, where the center of the chest is. And see if you can imagine breathing in and out the heart center. And then I'm going to give you an image to kind of take with you, especially as we're coming into a holiday that some people end up doing more of the work than others. And what you're going to do is imagine that you're carrying a basket or a bag of rocks, and those rocks are not yours to carry anymore. So set them down and continue on with your journey. Excellent. All right, so we're going to come out of this. So take one more full breath here, any way you like. And then release the hands. You can shake them out a little bit. And then since we've been sitting here for a little bit, if you had your legs crossed, bring them out in front, pound them into the mat a little bit. Shake the feet and shake the arms. And then let's do some movement. So we're going to do some other things that I'll kind of parse in there in between movements and stuff. So let's start with some cat and cow, get the spine moving here. So if you're sitting cross-legged, hands under the knees. If the hands are if the legs are out, hands under the thighs. You're going to start with an exhale. Round the spine towards that back wall. Inhale, rounding up, cow. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Excellent. And one more time, each direction. And then coming back to neutral. All right, so the next one is the lateral. So you're gonna place one hand on the floor. Inhale, bring this other arm up. And exhale back. Inhale, second side. Exhale back. So back and forth, nice and slow. Feel that space in between the ribs. One of the things that we tend to do when we get anxious is hold our breath. So we want to make the rib cage more fluid. Excellent. Let's do one more time each side, or finish off evenly. Nice. All right, so next we're gonna do gentle twist. We keep the twist in the upper half to upper third of the spine. We're gonna inhale, sitting up nice and tall. On the exhale, turn to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Excellent. And then one more time each side, or finish off evenly. Excellent. And then back to neutral. All right, so let's bring the legs out in front if they're not already. And we're going to do a couple of forward folds here. So bending the knees, relaxing the feet. And then let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Wherever you get to, tap down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. We're going to do one more. So inhale, bring it up. And then exhale, fold forward. Wherever you get to, grab the legs. And we're going to pull the body forward and lengthen the spine. And then drop the chin, folding at the hip joints. You can relax the legs. Excellent. And then when you're ready to come out, extend the arms over the legs. Inhale. And release. Excellent. All right. So let's come up to hands and knees. Some other stuff to think about when we get tense is we tend to hold tension in the body. And sometimes it can be in the neck and shoulders. So we'll pay a little attention to that area too. So let's start with our cat and cow here. So we're going to exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. So let's add child's pose on if you like. If you like the cat and cow, you can stay with that. Otherwise, we're gonna exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat down to child's pose. You can stay here, or if you want to come back up, come up through the forearms. Inhale back up to cow. Exhale cat down to child's pose. Inhale cow. Exhale cat down to child's pose. All right, one more time. Inhale coming up. Exhale cat down to child's pose. So we're gonna pause here for a few moments in our child's pose. You can bring the big toes together, the knees come out wide. And then however you like to rest the head, or other option is puppy pose with the hips up and head down. So you can stack the fists and rest the forehead, if that's comfortable, or forehead on the floor. But I would say if you're looking for a good nighttime practice to help release stress and anxiety, child's pose and legs up the wall are really good to do before bed. And you can actually do them in bed. One more breath here. And then slowly making your way back up to our table pose. And let's do our bulldog salute. So what we're going to do is, I can show you first. So fingers at the temple, and then we'll take 3 breaths up and then exhale down to thread the needle. All right, so we'll do that on, doesn't matter which side, I'm gonna start with the right. So fingers to the temple. We're gonna inhale, lift the elbow up a little bit. Inhale, lift it up a little bit again. Inhale. And then on your exhale, arm under the opposite side, head and shoulder to the floor. Take a breath or so here. And then come back up. And then let's do the other side, fingers to the temple. We're gonna inhale. Inhale again. And one more time. And then on your exhale, thread the needle coming down to the side of the head and the shoulder. Take a breath or so here. And then come back up to table. Let's do, we'll do spinal balance next. So we're gonna extend one leg back, opposite arm forward. Option to bring elbow and knee together if you wanna make it dynamic. Otherwise, extend the heel back, fingers forward. Take a couple breaths here. And then release. Take a full breath in the middle. And then going to the other side, extend the other leg back, opposite arm forward. Option to bring elbow and knee together or stay static. Excellent. One more breath here. And then release. Excellent. All right, so let's do one more pose here. Actually, it's 2, but we'll call it 1. We'll do our gate pose. So we'll start with the right foot out to the side. Left hand stays where it is. We're going to inhale this right arm up. So you can go straight towards the ceiling, or if you have a little bit more range of motion, you can go a little further back. And then exhale, hand comes back down to the floor. And then again, inhale, bring it up. And exhale back. Nice. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, tuck that knee under. Left foot comes out to the side. And here we go with this side. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. All right, tuck that knee under, and we'll do the tall gate pose so it can get off those wrists. All right, send that left foot back out again. Left hand can be on that left hip or down that left leg. We're going to inhale the right arm up, and then exhale, hand towards the foot. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. And one more time. Nice. Inhale, vertical, and then exhale, back down. Tuck that knee under, send that other foot out. Hand on that hip or down that leg. Inhale, this arm comes up. And then exhale, hand towards the foot. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. And then exhale, over. Nice. Inhale, vertical. And release. So option to come down and then come up from table or downward facing dog. Other option is to bring that foot in front. So practicing different ways to get up off the floor. Curl the toes of the back foot, hands on that leg. Push up and step feet back together. Excellent. All right. So let's come into a mountain pose. And find this nice, strong, and sturdy, stable mountain pose. So checking in with 4 corners of the feet. If you want to lift up the toes, spread them out, set them back down. Maybe notice if you get a little, woo, how important the toes are. So let's see what else. Soften the knees a little bit. And then we want that neutral tilt. So if we tilt back, then the belly dumps down. If we're tilting forward, then we're crunching that lower back. All right, what else? So we want some space in the chest for the breath, because if we're getting tense, we're going to hold the breath and it's going to get tight, or we're going to round forward in protection mode. So moving the collarbones out of the way, away from each other, and then lifting from the sternum. So we're making that rib cage kind of open and rounded. So the pelvis and the rib cage. So it's all connected. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Relax the shoulders. And then we're going to take 2 breaths in your most relaxed mountain pose. Excellent. All right. Hopefully that was 2 breaths. And then we're going to do, breath of joy. So I usually do it at the end of class, and I do that one slightly different than a standing one. If you have any kind of blood pressure issues or glaucoma, don't go like past here when you do it. So how about if I show you one and then you can decide how far you're going. So hands on the heart, inhale, and then exhale. Okay, so if you want to just go and drop the arms, but keep the head above the heart. All right, let's do that 3 times. So hands, exhale, And then you can inhale the hands back to the heart. And again, inhale, exhale, and then inhale back up. One more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, how was that? So that's like a one that let's see, how do I say this? So there's a 12-step yoga where you work with addictions, and that's one that they use a lot to get rid of all the gunk. Like you're expelling a lot, so your lungs hold on to a lot of junk. So expressing that out through the lungs is awesome. All right, so let's do our moving balance. So we're gonna do palm tree pose first. Option just to do the feet, or add the arms. And whenever you're ready, inhale and exhale. Excellent. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Nice. All right, next one, Karate Kid, Flying Crane. Let's do original. Okay. So start with you can do it any style you want. I'm gonna do original. So looks like this, hands start in the middle. And then we're going to bring one knee up, hands out to the side, and then exhale back. And then the other side. If you want to make it more of a challenge, you can stay in position, take an extra breath. Or just keep it going. Excellent. All right, one more time each side, or finish off evenly. Nice. All right. So we're gonna do our warrior one, and then we'll do half sun salutation. All right, so warrior one, turn one foot out, step that first foot forward. And so we lifted up the toes for mountain pose. You wanna spread them out again, lift that inner arch, relax it, and then lift that outer arch and relax it. Nice. All right, so let's move the knee now. We're aiming for that second and third toe. So if you want to look, but then I want you to look up a little bit. So we're not looking up past the horizon because then we're smushing the neck. We want to look down towards the floor or into the horizon. So that's our exhale, inhale to straighten. If that back calf is tight, you can bend that back knee. I don't see anybody doing it right now, but occasionally people will do it like this, where you're leaning into it. So we want to keep the torso perpendicular to the floor. In theory, anyway. All right, push off, step back, or step feet forward. Turn that foot out, step that second foot forward. And again, You can lift up the toes, spread them out, activate that inner arch, and then relax it. Activate the outer arch, and then relax it. And then if you want to peek and look at the knee going towards that second and third toe, you can do that. And then head comes to a better position. Excellent. And when you're ready, push off, step back, or step feet forward. So let's add the arms here. Let's do cactus arms. And what we want to think about is that heart opening and that rib cage opening. So when we're doing the arms straight up, we're getting into more of a back bend. When we do the elbows out, we're opening the front of the rib cage more. Okay? All right, so one foot turns out, step that first foot forward. And here we go. So we're gonna inhale. And if you don't like this way, that's totally fine. Do it however feels good. But really pay attention to that breath. And see if you can do the exhale slower. So inhale regular, and then exhale slower. Nice, let's do one more. Beautiful, push off, step back. Turn that foot out, step that second foot forward. Same thing on this side. If the arms are tired or the shoulders don't like that, you can switch to a different kind. Inhale and exhale. All right, so let's see if we can slow down the exhale, inhale, and then nice. Regular inhale, slow the exhale. And one more time. Excellent. All right, step the feet back together. And then we're going to do half sun salutation. So if you want to keep your head above the heart, just fold part way down. You don't have to go all the way. And let's do wide-legged. So I'm going to flip my mat sideways. If you want to do it with just regular legs, you are welcome to do that. Or you can go sideways on your mat for wider legs. So with the legs wider, what I typically do is keep my arms straight. If you have back issues, keep the arms out to the side. It's going to be a little easier on the spine because we're adding weight if the arms are out here. Okay, so here we go. So hands at the heart. We're going to inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up, inhale. And exhale, arms down. Still one more time. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up, inhale. And exhale on. Nice. All right, you can walk the feet back together. Check them out. And let's do a nice tree pose. So for this one, so we did it when we were seated when we first started class. So that act of grounding helps draw that anxiety down and out. So let's see if we can bring that back into the woo-woo. All right, so root one foot down into the earth. We're gonna bring the heel above the ankle on the other side. Tripod or kickstand, hands at the heart. So we're gonna grow our branches. It's an inhale coming up. So you can power pose it, index fingers pointing up. You can Y, cactus, T. You can move the arms. If you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up higher. So don't forget to breathe. And then concentrate that energy down and energy up. So we're extending that whole spine, strength down, energy up. Excellent. And then coming out nice and graceful. Excellent. Shake it out. And then let's do the other side. Root that second foot into the floor or the earth. Heel above the ankle, kickstand or tripod, hands at the heart. And then we're going to grow our branches. So you can power pose it, index fingers up towards the sky, Y, T, cactus. Remove the arms. Most important, breathe. We're going to root down, extend up. If you have your balance now, you can bring that foot up higher. And then coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. Shake it out. All right, let's do our high lunge. So we're going to do each side, 3 breaths on each side, so not too long. 2 different ways to get into it, and then 2 options with the back foot. So I can demonstrate here. So one way to get into it is lift that knee up and step that foot back. It's option 1. Option 2 is step a foot forward. So if you're doing this, you're working on your balance skills. And then that back foot, you can be up on the toes. So that's going to make it more difficult. Or if you're a little wobbly, set that heel down towards the inside. All right, there's no right or wrong way to do that, except falling on the floor. We don't want to do that. All right, so here we go. So we're going to pick one leg for the back and one leg for the front. And 3 breaths. So we're going to inhale, we're going to cactus arm. And then exhale back. Again, inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then step the feet back together. And then go to the other side. So you can step 1 foot forward or 1 foot back. And 3 breaths on this side. Inhale. And if you don't like the cactus arms, you can do a different way. Straight up or hands to heart. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, let's step the feet back together. And then, so one of the things that we sometimes do when we get that stress response is we stop having fun.
We drink.
So what?
We drink.
Oh, yes. So, but it's a good way to get rid of toxins. All right. So we're gonna do Warrior 2. We're gonna do Dancing Warrior, and I know some of you have done it, but maybe not all of you. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna start facing me, and you're gonna end up facing the other direction. Okay? So I'll show you one, and then we'll all do it together. So it looks like this to start, and then you turn towards the center, and then you face the other direction, and back and forth. All right? Super easy, super fun. Start with your Warrior 1, or I'm sorry, your Warrior 2. Take a breath, relax the shoulders, and then here we go. We're gonna inhale, hands up towards the ceiling, both feet point towards the same direction, got it? And then exhale the other direction, nice. And then inhale, back to center, and then go back to that. All right, ready? Watch, inhale, face Larry. Okay, and then face the kitchen, face that way. There you go, now I got it. Inhale, back to center, and then other way, got it, all right. And then you can go at your own pace. Next time we'll put on some Bollywood music and really dance it up. Excellent. All right, one more time, each direction. Nice. And then drop the arms and step the feet back together.
That's just something that,
You what?
that's a regular thing.
Oh, I know. I've taken the classes.
Oh,
I've watched the videos,
that's cool.
seen the movies. You know, I love. It's just hard because it's very bouncy on one foot. I'm like, all right. Okay, I have to stop for just a moment and think of a couple of things that I thought of earlier that I got to figure out when we're going to put those in. That one, that. All right, so let's come down to a squat. If you don't like squats, it's okay, you can just come and sit. If you're working on it and you're like, your feet are up here, that's okay. You might just have like stiff ankles. So you can start on a blanket or a towel. And the other way is to do the squat folds. Sometimes our bodies are like, I'm not gonna do that. But if you back and forth it, sometimes it will be like, oh, okay, it's safe to do. All right, so sit down, relax. Let's do our open and close twist. So we're gonna bend that right knee. Extend that left arm over that left leg. You're gonna inhale, extend, feel the extension in the spine and the arm. And then exhale in front of that knee or behind it. Right hand comes behind the spine. We're gonna push in, extends the spine again. Exhale, turn and look at that back wall. So each time you inhale, feel the spine grow. On the exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Excellent. And then, when you're ready, we're going to unwind. So that was our closed twist. This is our open twist. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhale. You can push the right hand and the right knee. And you only want to go as far, like your gaze is on the thumb, and you only want to go as far as that arm can go. Even though the neck might be able to go further, stick with the thumb. Excellent. And then we're going to unwind and switch sides. All right, other side. Inhale, extend the arm, feel the extension in the spine. Exhale in front of or behind the other knee. That opposite hand is behind the spine. Push into the earth. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. Excellent. And then one more breath here. Nice. Unwind. Right arm over that right leg. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhale to open. Oh, sorry, that was an exhale. Nice. And then bring it back. Awesome. All right. So we're going to come down onto the spine. And if you have a blanket, grab it. I'll show you a fun trick because we don't have wall space here. So earlier I mentioned child's pose, and legs up the wall are really good for bedtime yoga. But you can do legs up the wall without a wall. I know. I'm not making it up, but you can. Okay, so we're going to come down to the floor. And if you have your blanket, we can rest up on that. So we're going to bring, if you don't have it, that's fine. You don't have to have one. So we're going to bring the knees and the feet and the hips lined up. And if you have a blanket, you're going to slide it under the hips. If you don't have one, you're fine. So next, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest and then feet up towards the ceiling. And then the arms can come out to a T or 45 degrees from the body. And this can be another rest pose. So this is good for lymphatic drainage. And you can actually shake the arms and the legs if you want. And then we'll just take a couple more breaths here. Another way to do this pose is called jackknife, maybe, where you actually, let's see, lift the hips up off the floor and the feet are over your head. But that's not quite as restful as the first one. All right, so come back down, feet come back down to the floor. Let's do some one-legged Apanasana. Excellent. And then release that. Let's do, we'll do bridge pose, and we're just going to do the middle one. So arms and hips, and we'll just do a few. So line up the feet and the knees and the hips again. We're going to inhale, arms up, hips up. And then exhale, arms down, hips down. And again, inhale, arms up, hips up. And exhale, arms down, hips down. Let's do two more. Inhale, coming up. And exhale down. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Let's see. What was I gonna do next? So I'm gonna show you palm flips. So this is something, so we do arms up overhead at the end, or you could do cactus arms or snow angel arms. This is a fourth option for that. So you can keep the knees bent, feet on the mat if that's comfortable, or you can extend the legs out. So the arms come down by your sides and then out away from the body, maybe at like 45 degrees. And we're gonna start with the palms touching the floor. And the arms are gonna stay on the floor and the pinkies are gonna stay on the floor. So we're gonna inhale and lift the thumb side up towards the ceiling, rolling until the back of the hand is on the floor. And then on the exhale, the palm comes back to the floor. So that's super simple. Inhale, open up the palm, and then exhale, bring it back down. So this is maybe your third pose that you do if you're doing a bedtime yoga routine. The child's pose, the legs up the wall, and then palm flips. Excellent. All right. So release that. We're going to extend the legs all the way straight out. And we're going to do crescent pose. All right. So inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to walk both the feet over towards the left and both the arms over towards the left. So if you're looking down, we look like a banana or a crescent shape. All right, so if you're comfortable here, that's fine, stay like that. Or if you want to deepen the stretch a little bit, you can cross the right ankle over the left. And if it's okay with your shoulder, grab that right wrist with the left hand. 3 breaths. First one into the rib cage, inhale. And exhale. Second breath, inhale, shoulder to hip. Exhale, hip to shoulder. Third breath, inhale, fingers to toes. Exhale, toes to fingers. Nice, we're gonna uncross and ungrasp. Walk it back to center, give it a nice good morning stretch. Fingertips and heels extending away from each other. Nice, and then walk it over towards the right. You can intensify it by crossing the left ankle over the right and grab that left wrist with the right hand. If that's too much, just release that. 3 breaths on this side. Inhale into the rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, shoulder to hip. Exhale, hip to shoulder. Third breath, inhale, fingers to toes. Exhale, toes to hip, toes to fingers. Nice. Release the ankles and the wrists. Walk it back to center. Give it another good morning stretch. And then we're going to bring the arms back down by your sides. Bend the knees. Feet come into the mat. And let's do some windshield wipers here. So there's many options, but 2 of my favorite are just regular. I'll give you a third option too. Okay, so just regular, side to side. Option 2, feet come out a little bit wider, and then you drop one knee in towards the opposite heel. Bring it back up, and then drop the other knee in. So that's really nice for that IT band, that outside hip flexor. Third option is a power pose here. We're gonna bring the knees and the feet together, lift the feet up off the floor, arms out into a T, and we're gonna bring the knees to one side and the knees to the other side. So this gets into that deep core, not just the outside abdominal wall. Excellent. So finish that off. 1 or 2 more. And then we're gonna bring both knees into the chest. Exhale, Apanasana. Inhale, knees out. Exhale, knees in. Excellent. All right, so release that. And then let's do a fabulous twist here. So we're gonna bring the arms out into a T again. Left foot comes to the center of the mat, right leg crosses over the left. We're gonna drop both knees over towards the left, and the head can turn left, center, or right. So turning the opposite of the knees is gonna be a little bit deeper and maybe getting into the lymph nodes under the armpit. Excellent. And then both knees come up to center. I'm going to drop the knees to the right, and you can switch the direction of the head or keep it where it is. Excellent. Inhale, bring the both knees back up. Uncross. Right foot comes to the center of the mat. Cross that left leg over the right. Drop both knees to the left. And you can look left, center, or right. When you're ready, inhale, bring the knees back up. And then drop the knees over to the right. You can switch the direction of the head to the left, center, or right. Excellent. Inhale, bring both knees up to center. Uncross the legs. And then let's bring the knees in. On the exhale, on the inhale, feet up towards the ceiling, arms overhead. Point and flex the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Inhale, open, point and flex. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. And again, point and flex. Exhale, hands to knees. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. All right, from here, let's bring the feet back down to the mat. And option to keep the feet in the mat, knees bent. Or extend the legs all the way straight out. And we're gonna finish with palm tree pose arms, or you can do cactus arms, snow angel arms, or those palm flips that we did earlier. So any one of those, or you can do 1 or more. So you can do 3, you can do 4, you can do 2, or you can do none, whatever feels good. So one of the things I'm going to suggest while you're doing this, inhale regular and see if you can extend the length of the exhale. So finish the one you're on and do 2 more. Excellent. And then let's get ready for our relaxation pose. So again, you can have legs straight out, or if it's more comfortable to bend the knees. If you're gonna do that, bring the feet out wide and then drop the knees in towards each other. That's gonna give you a little bit more space in that lower spine. Arms can be away from the body, palms up or palms down. If you're getting chilly, you can put a jacket on or maybe a towel or blanket over you. I'm gonna sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do a full body relaxation, walking up the body, relaxing each part as we go, starting with the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Feel the length in the body from the tailbone, up the spine to the base of the skull. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Let go of those rocks in those bags that aren't yours to carry. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. We are human beings, not human doings. So just take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. Use that lower arm as a little pillow. We take a full breath here. And then when you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And we did a standing breath of joy, so let's do a seated breath of joy. It looks a little different. Hands at the heart, inhale, all the way around, fingertips touch, all the way back, hands to heart. All right, 3, here we go. Inhale, fingertips touch, exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, fingertips touch, exhale, hands to heart. And one more glorious time. Inhale, Fingertips touch, exhale. Hands to heart. And bring the palms together, thumbs touch the heart, and namaste.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, gang. We'll see you December whatever for polls. No class next week.
So you're not here next week
No, ma'am.
and the week after?